Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I'm about to get my rant on. I got a few issues I want to talk to you about, so you get me prepared. Let's go. I'm gonna ask the question. I'm asking a question here. Okay, P-Funk's question is: I want to know why those who serve God have no friends. I get this discussion as beef with this a while ago, and it ain't getting better. Okay? So let's talk about it. Right, this is 25 Rules to Live By. Storytelling story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life, even when I'm ranting. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. All right. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You went through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer it for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I'm awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, add to my eye be true. Right thinkers, P-Funk philosophy wants to know a question. Why? I want to know why those people who serve God, good people, have no friends. And I've been asking this question for a while now, and I've come to realize I have been friendless for the last 15 years, at least. And that's since I started serving God, becoming a good guy, spiritual philosopher, and teaching what's right and living right, changing my life around. What the hell? I'm all my family and friends know, and they say they respect my right thing philosophy, what I do, but they don't follow me. They don't practice it, but they respect it. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, okay. None of my family and friends are right thinkers, certified. They talk, yeah, I check you out, yeah. Don't nobody discuss what I talk about here. So I already know they don't watch. See, I put certain things in it and say, if you watch, you were going to talk about it, and none of them do. That's how I know you don't watch. So a lot of them I talk about them. So I do that purposely to see. And you see one time, man, you talking about me? Yep. So you caught that, huh? Yeah, good. That was for you. But other people learned that you just know it's personal. Yeah, I got you. But I use my real life examples as my life lessons. Why not? I gotta make nothing up. I got enough nonsense and ignorance going around me can point out every day of the week. So that's what I do for you. Sometimes to you. If it's the truth, let me know when I'm lying about you. All right. Again, none of my family and friends practice right thing philosophy. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Oh, no problem. All right. But again, I can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. But I teach what they need to know, and those who want it will come and get it. Those who don't, that's on them. Their choice. Not a good one, but they got the right to choose that. I don't get caught up in that no more. I'm feeling good about my life, how I'm living. So the numbers is going down, but my life experience and how I'm feeling is going up. So you can't have both ways. You can't have everything. So I take low numbers and be happy, the high numbers and be sad. No, I don't like that. So, but high numbers make you feel better. I feel good without the high numbers. So it ain't about the numbers with me. I feel good about that. It's sad, but true fact. in my life, when I was living wrong, and I keep using that as an example, I had drug dealing. I have friends up the wazoo. My mom always said, "You ever go somewhere by yourself?" Because I always kept people with me. I always had a crew. I always had an entourage, whatever you call it. Okay, but that's when my life was bad. I was drug dealing. I was doing all the wrong things, and every one of my family and friend members were down with me. That's my issue. Ringleader. Okay, everybody know he was bad, so it's just natural that I'd be bad too, and it was accepted. It wasn't a doubt in nobody's mind, but what I was doing was wrong, and then nobody tried to stop me. Think about that. Think about that. I'm freaking out. All right, my old man, to me, was the baddest man I knew. I patterned myself after a lot of stuff I see him do in life to be like him, be like a man. But some things wasn't always good, so I let that go and I took the good and let the other stuff go. It was pops a la carte. I take that. I can use that. Oh, I want that. No, I don't want that. So he has some things that I didn't particularly care for. All right. But he was pure ego, machismo to the end. And just like they said, just like Carl Jung said, they all give in at the end. They all crumble. They all come to realize it's, oh, yeah, it's coming to an end. And the ego can't live with that. Okay? That concept drives them crazy. And most people who are unenlightened, unspiritually enlightened, don't know themselves, that drives them crazy at the end. I saw that. I saw the difference between somebody who didn't know and somebody who did know. Slid right on into it like it wasn't no big deal. That's the way I want to go. Smooth. If you're going, go. Don't bitch and complain. No. And all of them do the same thing. Bitch up. The ego got bitch in them. Okay, he'll tell you. And if you want to be real, don't let the ego make you bitch up. Okay? When I was a bad man, okay, and put my hand up, yeah, left hand ain't the right hand, okay, but I'm still saying, I know what I was doing, okay, and I had nothing but family and friends rolling with me. Everybody was down with me. And I was wrong as two left shoes. So that meant what? They was all compliant. Complicit. But not just for nothing. No. Everybody was getting paid. Everybody was in on the drug game. Everybody had friends who smoked weed or sniff coke. I was the main line. So you had a direct line. So yeah, I was everybody's man. If it was drugs you wanted, yeah, that was my thing. Okay, that right there. And I couldn't do that but go to the bathroom by myself, pretty much. Okay? And I had to get an apartment just so I could go to sleep. I'd go to people's house just to sleep while I get away from the craziness. Back then we didn't have a whole bunch of fancy gears. I just go somewhere and fall out for 14, 15 hours at a time. Get up, I go back on the ground. I had to recharge every now and then. But that's how I was living. And that lifestyle kept me busy. Yeah. But the consequences of those actions, the consequences for all that you did, you had to pay for that. It cost me 3.5 years of my time to realize I'm just a nickel and dime hustler thinking I can do something better than anybody else and fell short like they all do and had to pay for my time, for my crime. So back in my day, if you can do the time, don't do the crime. I can't do time now. I don't commit crimes now. Back then, I didn't give a damn about time. Yeah, okay. 3.5 years, okay, I'm done. Prove my point. I'm done with this. Why? I ain't doing this no more. That was over 40 years ago. All right. Now, in my life, no drugs, no friends. Just God with me all the time. And I don't mind. Why? I ain't by myself. I realized that, no. I'm in good company. When I got God, I'm in good company. When I figure that out, I stop complaining. Why? If He's sanctifying me, sanctify me. I'm not one sanctifying somebody. Trust me, because it's just me. I'm by myself. And when I was living that life, after paying for my wrongdoing, and you got to do that, okay? Karma just won't hurt us. The devil, if you dance, you got to pay. You pay the piper. If you dance to music, you got to pay. In life, your actions will dictate what the price of what you got to pay. That life cost me 3.5 years of prison, okay? I don't want to pay that price no more, okay? But doing that changed my life around. Now I'm living right. I ain't got a friend to my name. I got old buddies who have, yeah, but not a, no. I don't do that. I'm a grown ass man. I ain't got the time for that nonsense. So, but when I served the devil, my ego self, for all those years, and after my consequences, I changed. What? I switched teams. I switched horses. Okay, no, they say you can't switch horses in the military. I did. I got off that losing horse. Why? He ain't gonna win place or show. I don't want that. Why? I can't win. Got with God. I went from a loser to a winner. And since I have been God's servant, life has been good for me. My pastor always say, be blessed. I said, my man, I am every day. Thank you. And he asked him how you doing. He blessed by the grace of God. So we know where our blessings come from. Two different concepts, but the same thing. I have, and he even said, I got no friends either, but right? What? No. No. Why not? What the hell? Half the people that's on his prayer thing that he went, they ain't walking the walk either. So they don't mess with him. I laughed. I said, oh, I don't feel bad now. Why? If religious people got the same thing, I ain't no different. I'm different, right? Nobody wants to be bothered with doing the right thing. Why? If I ain't doing what they doing, they don't want to be bothered. I'm fine with that. So there. And no family or friends have been in my lap. Nobody been there. Okay? And that's for the reason why I got good juju. This is my world. It's full with just me. My essence is in here. I don't allow nobody in here. Moving on. That's sacred ground, holy ground, my holy of holies. Okay, where I do my work. All right. Again, but back in the day, okay, back in the day, my basement was where I held court. Okay, that was my lab place where I created monsters. I'm just churning out monsters. Why? I'm the biggest monster there. I'm the little monster from him. I'm just doing what he showed me to do. Churn them out. Turn them into monsters. Jesus Christ. Oh man. And I still what? I still create, just not monsters. I'm done with that. Now I'm serving God. I'm trying to create what I'm now serving God by giving the ignorant monsters self-knowledge so they can be better for themselves daily. I'm a teacher of a philosophy that I want others to follow and better themselves. Why? That's what I do. I tell you what I do. Simple as that. And for the last about 5 or 6 years ago, I asked my best friend, my pastor, why I got no friends? He said, oh, don't worry about it, right? You've been sanctified. Okay. That was about 10 years ago now. Really? Dude, I must have been a bad somebody taking this long for to sanctify me. My pastor told me God was sanctifying me. Okay, but dude, 10 years now? Was I that bad? All right. But when I asked my best friend, my pastor, do he have friends? Being a man of God, a good guy, living righteous and doing what he practiced, what he preached, and good dude. He told me, but right, I have God and I have you as my friends. I said, ditto. Why? That's how I look at it. I don't mess with nobody else pretty much. Why? Ain't nobody on this level where I'm at, so I ain't got no problem with that at all. So looking for friends ain't what I aspire to do. All right? But I know if I need some life advice, I can go to him and he'll give me his biblical concepts. And I already know that. I know that's his specialty. So when I go to him, I already know what I'm getting, biblical. And I'm not religious. I can tell you that I'm not religious. But the fact that I know he practiced what he preaches for that Bible that he uses and that got him to God, I got no problem taking his biblical advice about life. And everything he gave me so far turned out right. He ain't been wrong yet. So I can't tell you that book don't work. No, it don't work for me. It might work for somebody else. Again, what I'm doing may not work for somebody else. And for those who it do work for, that's the ones I appreciate with. And if you're Christian, if Christianity works for you, by all means, I got nothing but respect. You're a Muslim, same thing. I'm not here competing or trying to see who's better. No. Better people makes the world a better place to live in. That's what I'm trying to do. Humanity. What the hell I'm thinking about? I don't know, but blame it on my faith. All right. So now, where I'm at down here. Again, All the advice I got from him has been on point. So for the last 10 years or later, I still have no friends. I'm still serving God though. I'm still doing my walk with God. Listen, I talk to God every day. If I do nothing else, I talk to God and my mom and my pastor. Okay. In that order. I talk to God daily. Why? I meditate. And see, and when I say I talk to God, I meditate and I pray internally. So I don't have, there's no verbal coming out of me when I'm dealing with God. It's all internal. That's the secret. And when you're building the King Solomon's temple, was no sound or exhale. That's why, because mind don't make no noise. You worship God in what? Silence. Still yourself. And then we tell y'all, come on, y'all. But I walk with God, meaning I'm living right. I'm doing the right thing. Why? I know God's watching. So I'm doing everything I need to do to keep him what? Appeased and pleased with what I'm doing so he can continue to bless me with things that I need. Okay? By living right, that's what makes that possible. That's what you mean walking with God. Okay? That's what Enoch did. He was a good guy. He walked with God. I got no problem with that. And when you do that, you go right to God. You pass by death. I get the concept. They just didn't, bring it down to you. But I get the concept. All right? So I am 100% sure in my knowledge of God, okay, is my God in my spiritual consciousness, aka spirit is life. Consciousness is being conscious to know. So I have those things in order. That's how you get to God. God is not man. Okay? God is spirit and consciousness. When you come to realize that within yourself, you have found ding, 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 thyself. And since I started serving God, now I'm the social bad guy. Excuse me. Okay, well, for that concept, for all y'all who feel that way, say bye to the bad guy. Why? I'm not coming or doing anything for nobody to help them in any kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. You're on your own. How about that? Obviously, you don't need what I'm putting out, so I don't worry about you getting it. All right? I ain't trying to run you down and check you down. No, no, no. I got my platform. I'm standing my ground. I do what I do for those who like what I do. If that ain't you, okay. One finger salute. Moving on. All right, I ain't trying to be vulgar. All right, but let me just tell you how I feel. Wrapping it up. Again, I'm feeling pretty good. But 10 years and counting, I'm being sanctified as the best of them. I'm as sanctified. I guess I'm as sanctified as the best of them. Why? I'm still rolling with God. And it's just me and him. I ain't got a problem with that. Okay? Remember, footprints in the sand. As long as there's two sets of footprints in your life, you know you're doing good. You look back and only see one set. Scooby Doo, rut roll. Now you got to check in. Lord, yeah, what happened? What's going on? Lord, I only see one set of footprint. Yeah, remember that time when you reached that limit when you just couldn't take it no more? I carried you. Okay? And your faith and belief in me got you through that. So now get off my back and start walking on your own so you can get back to normal. That's the concept of God. As long as you walk, and he'll walk with you. And every now and then, if you can't go no more, he'll carry. But it's up to your belief and faith. That's what the church is teaching. But it's a good philosophy, a good concept. I just look at it a little different. Okay? If you don't know your way, you should know God. God knows the way where there ain't no way. That's the only way you're going to make your way where there ain't none. Because if you think to say, lean not on your own understanding. Again, y'all see a bunch of stuff. And I listen to your phrases. I understand it. I interpret it. Good concept. Hell, the people who practice it don't even understand it. Should I teach y'all your own stuff? No, I wouldn't do that. My man do a good job. But I hear what they say. Y'all say a bunch of good stuff. The hymn book, a bunch of good stuff in hymns. Yeah, y'all say all that good stuff. But if y'all just practice it, if you just put it to use, if you just implement it, it'd be a whole lot different. Why? Because y'all already good people. All y'all do now know the truth. It's easier with the truth. Y'all fighting a lie. So you're fighting us straight like a savage. Don't fight so hard to do the right thing. Just live right, do right, be right, and don't forget tune into Mr. Right on a daily basis. I'll get you where you need to be. Trust me. All right, in closing, right thing is may you all there to be 100. Me, 100 miles that day. So I never know the right thinkers who have the answer to why those who serve God have no friends and who passed away. If you got no friends, you must be a God's servant. Welcome to the club. It ain't many of us.